Can you solve all these Class 2 Maths Chapter 2 Counting in Groups questions? 7 is well reasoned. Odd is the correct choice. Correct. Zo is the right answer. 70 dash. Nice selection. 69 is the correct and valid answer. Dash. Right again. 32 is a valid answer. 2 is dash. You're right. Even is the correct answer. Dash. Correct response. 26 is the most accurate answer. Is dash. Right choice. Odd is the best answer. 35 dash. Great job is the accurate answer. Dash. 912 is the answer. 3x8 equal to dash. Valid point. 24 is true. Dash 1617. Nice work. You chose 15 and it is correct. 27 dash. Sharp thinking. 36, 45 is the right choice. 5 dash 1520. Exactly. 10 makes sense. 9 dash 1112. Well done. 10 is the right choice. 56 dash 54. On track. 55 is the correct answer. Is 30 odd or even? Well picked. Even is the correct answer. 21 dash 27. Good thinking. 24 is the right answer. 98 dash 101. Smart move. 99 is an accurate answer. What comes before 3? Perfect. 2 is the correct choice. Dash, dash, dash. Excellent. 1624 is a brilliant choice. Is 99 greater than 1 ons? You got it. Your choice, no, is right. How many ear do you have? Excellent choice. 2 is the right answer. What comes between 2 and 4? Strong choice. 3 is the right answer. Is 67 even or odd number? Good job. Odd works well here. What number is less than 31? Nicely done. 17 is a solid answer. What is the value of 2 in 29? Solid response. 20 is a valid choice. Write the expanded form of 92. Clear logic. Your choice 90 plus 2 is sound. How many legs does a cat have? Smart pick. 4 is the correct choice. What comes after the number 4? Great thinking. 5 is the right choice. Tick the correct spelling of 43. You chose 44. And it is correct. What number is greater than 54? Well done. 66 is the right choice. What comes before 5 if we skip 1? Track. 4 is the correct answer. How many groups of 10 are in 50? Good thinking. 5 is the right answer. Which number is greater than 313? Well reasoned. 330 is the correct choice. What comes next? 25, 30, 35, 40 dash? Excellent choice. 45 is the right answer. What number is missing to 2030-50? You got it. Your choice 40 is right. Complete the statement. 45 30. Smart pick. Is greater than is the correct choice. What comes next? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 dash. Smart move. 15 is an accurate answer. How many fingers do you have on one hand? You're right. 5 is the correct answer. Write the mission number 80, 81, 82, 83-85. Good job. 84 works well here. Fill in the missing number 20, 30-50. Excellent. 40 is a brilliant choice. What's the missing number on 25, 130, 135 dash? Great thinking. 140 is the right choice. Today Farhan won a race. Which place did he get? Bravo. First place is the answer. Counting by 3's right numbers starting from 29. Exactly 9, 32, 35, 38 makes sense. Fill in the missing numbers 10, 40, 50. Nice selection. 20, 30 is the correct and valid answer. What is the value of the digit in the ones place in 23? Perfect. 3 ones is the correct choice. Compare these two numbers using relation signs. 67-76. Great job. Is the accurate answer. Which number comes after 300 when counting in groups of 60? Nicely done. 360 is a solid answer. What is the 10th number in the sequence when counting by 7s? Sharp thinking. Sandy is the right choice. Divide 16 balls into groups of 4. How many groups do you have? Solid response. 4 is a valid choice. There are 8 groups of 2 cookies. How many cookies are there in total? You chose 16, and it is correct. What is the third number when counting in groups of 60 starting from 0? Correct response. 180 is the most accurate answer. If there are 6 groups of 3 apples, how many apples are there in total? Valid point. 18 is true. If you are counting in groups of 5, which number comes just before 100s? Well picked. 95 is the correct answer. 25-30. Which option will come in the blanks? Strong choice 6, 27, 28, 29 is the right answer. What comes next in the skip counting pattern? 2-6-12. Right again. 4, 8, 10 is a valid answer. If 36 students are divided into groups of 9, how many groups will there be? Right choice. 4 is the best answer. What are the next 2 numbers in the following pattern? 55, 50, 45, 40, dash. Clear logic. Your choice 35, 30 is sound. Which of the following numbers is part of the sequence when counting in groups of 7? Correct. 21 is the right answer. If you have 42 pencils and you place them in groups of 7, how many groups do you have? Nice work. You chose 6 and it is correct. You have 24 marbles. If you divide them into groups of 6, how many groups will you have? Solid response. 4 is a valid choice. There are 30 candies. If you put them into 5 groups, how many candies will be in each group? Strong choice. 6 is the right answer. You have 15 oranges and want to place them into 3 equal groups. How many oranges will be in each group? Well picked. 5 is the correct answer. Gabru Rabbit is jumping back from 36. If he steps 4 for a jump, what are the next 3 numbers he jumped at? Good thinking. 32, 28, 24 is the right answer. Complete the statement. You got it? Your choice is less than is right. Which one has the correct symbol? Bravo! 45 to 41 is the answer. Which symbol means greater than? Nicely done. Troy is a solid answer. Select if the amount of puppies is even or odd. Excellent. Odd is a brilliant choice. Ramu bought 15 cupcakes for his birthday party. He wanted to give his cupcakes in pairs. How many cupcakes will be left once he pairs them? Good job. 1 works well here. Count the total number of carrots given below. Exactly. 9 makes sense. Guess the total number of blocks in the picture. Right choice. 36 is the best answer. Which is the 4th object from left on the table? Right again. The torch is a valid answer. What is the total represented by this tape diagram? On track. 20 is the correct answer. Count by 2s. What number comes next? 42, 44, 46 dash. Nice selection. 48 is the correct and valid answer. How many rows of blocks are there in the above picture? Smart move. 6 is an accurate answer. Can you guess how many blocks are there before pink umbrella? Nice work. You chose 20, and it is correct. How many pairs can you make with the given number of toffees? Valid point. 8 is true. Without counting each heart, can you guess how many hearts are these? Perfect. 20 is the correct choice. Can you guess the number of blocks in first 2 rows by counting in group? Smart pick. 12 is the correct choice. These are 2 cupcake trays. How many more cupcakes are there in the black tray? Great job. 7 is the accurate answer. How many groups of hearts will you add in the above picture to make them 30 in count? Correct response. 2 is the most accurate answer. How many gloves are there in total in above picture? Guess without counting each glove. You chose 18, and it is correct. In the class, Isha sits on the first chair, Sana sits on the second chair, Rashid sits on the chair after her, and Roma sits on the chair after Rashid. Which position is Roma's chair? You're right. 4th is the correct answer. How many pairs of gloves will you add in above picture to make 24 gloves all together? Well reasoned. 3 is the correct choice. Today in school, Mona's pencil box had 17 pencils, Faiz's pencil box had 7 erasers, Shan's pencil box had 15 scales, and Manju's pencil box had 7 pens. Whose pencil box has the most number of things? Correct. Mona is the right answer. This carpet has some 33 stars. How many stars do you have to draw to make the total number of 40 stars in the carpet? Excellent choice. 7 is the right answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Clear logic. Your choice contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is sound.